Welcome to Illo Talk. I am Cory Kerr, and this is 18 Days of Animation. So my plan is I'm going to spend an hour every day for the next 18 days and finish a short animation. And so I'm going to be doing some bumpers for my YouTube channel. And day one here, I wanted to kind of show you what I've got. And so if you look on the screen, you can kind of see I start out, we're going to have this kind of be, this come from around right here, so you'll see that come from around, and then the knob is going to turn, and we'll see some of my illustrations come up. Kind of see an illustration of myself, and then click, and the background will change. My hair stands on end. Then we're going to have some more kind of different things, real fast, just boom, 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 like that. Okay, so there's some of that, and then tentacles are going to come out of the top of the screen and grab the TV, lift it up as it pans to the right slightly, and we'll have a Molotov cocktail go, fly through the air, hit it, big giant explosion happen, covering the screen, and then, the freed TV is going to drop from the sky there, land on its side, robot legs will come out of it, and right it. And then at the end, we'll have kind of this big kind of burst explosion thing. And so let me show you some of the details that I'm working on here. So that's kind of the main storyboard. Why is this upside down? Come back. There we go. So there's my signature. Here's how my signature builds. It's going to grow kind of in a glow brightness thing and also have kind of a TV screen happen. If that doesn't make sense, it'll make sense a little bit later. And then this is how the TV is going to turn off. This is the pattern that it's going to turn off. So you can see kind of some of these things are going to move in, and I've got it kind of timed. So you get kind of, right, that little deal. I'm trying to decide whether I'm going to find actual sound effects or do sound effects with my mouth like that. It will end like this. And then here is me trying to figure out exactly how I want my tentacles to move. So you can kind of see, I can have them like shoot down from the top, and when they hit, more of like a liquid, they, right, like that. Or have them kind of dangly, like kind of whip in. And that's kind of these two. Or have them all come from a central point, like this one, and kind of flow in from kind of a point that's just off camera. So I'll play with each one of these. I'm leaning towards this one because I like the end and how the end kind of is just whipping through here. And so anyway, that's what I've got for day one of 18. And one of the things that I'm going to do, let me turn this back on. This is a more interesting thing to look at. One of the things I'm going to do is make sure that when I did my 100 Days of Animation, which if you would like to watch that, you can find that playlist on my channel, 100 Days of Animation, where I taught myself how to animate in Adobe After Effects. The problem is I didn't know what I was doing at all. And I know a little bit more now, but I didn't follow any particular process. And so it was random. I was finishing things without doing thumbnails or animatics or whatever. So this time I'm going to go through the process exactly how everybody goes through the process that knows what they're doing. And I'm going to catalog those major milestones, which are rough, sketches, which you've seen a little bit of rough sketch, storyboard. These are rough storyboards. I'm going to tighten them up and make sure I understand the movement of each one. So the storyboards will get a lot more detailed. Then do an animatic. An animatic is where you animate your storyboards. You're not creating any assets at this point. It looks really rough. Sometimes this is called previz or previsualization. And so I'll make an animatic. And then off the animatic, I will do a rough cut animation. And then off of the rough cut, I'll tighten things up and do a final animation. So I'm going to go sketches, storyboards, animatic, rough, final. Those 5 steps are what I'm going to do. I'm going to have major videos explaining each one of those steps as I complete those steps, and then a daily video talking about my process as I'm doing it. So, and I will not always be in a shirt and tie. I'm just at lunch right now. So I'm going to go back to work. I'll catch you guys later. You can catch my stuff at kuretake.com. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And all that jazz. There's lots of fun things that we're going to do in the next 18 days. Also, pay attention to what's going on my channel as well, because we have this really cool podcast going, and you can see that podcast. I'd love it if you guys were to download, subscribe, and rate that podcast. You can just search for my name, Cory Kerr, in the podcast app of your choice, and you will see 2 different podcasts that come up. One is Illo Talk, the other is 48 Hour Art Check. And be a pal and subscribe and rate and review and whatnot. You guys are awesome. I'm out.